Hello and welcome to NorCal Sports TV's coverage of Foothill College Owls football. We are underway. The 2023 season has begun. Returning the kick is Jamison Howard, cutting across the grain, trying to get to the right side and dragged out of bounds out around the 30-yard line. There is a flag on the play. We'll check the marker and get ourselves going. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Los Altos Hills and the campus of Foothill College. Appreciate you joining us here on NorCal Sports TV, along with my producer, Jeremy Hurtado. I'm Mario Ramos. The Owls getting the opening kickoff. West Hills won the toss and deferred. And so the Foothill Owls will take the opening kickoff, but they're going to be moving backwards at a decent return there by Jamison Howard. But it's going to get backed up to the 14-yard line is where they will begin the opening drive of the 2023 season. Foothill coming out with quarterback Shamir Bey. He's sophomore from Archbishop Mitty, 6'2", 212. He's in the gun here on the first possession for Foothill. And the carry, Eric Stewart, linebacker from Menlo Atherton, coming up and making a big stop in the hole, forces the punting situation for West Hills. Kick is away from Valdez and bounces inside the 40. And West Hills seemed in a hurry to jump on that one. It was taking a Falcon bounce, but it is down inside the 30-yard line. And that's where Foothill will take over for their second possession of the game. Last one ending up in the long interception or punt, if you will. Just kind of flipping the field position on 3rd and 14. We'll see what Shamir Bey has in store for this one as he comes out with 4 receivers. And Jacarian Thurman, freshman from Del Mar, to his right. They bring Nakanishi in motion to give it to him on the jet sweep, and he hops over one guy and gets a minimal gain. Isaiah Nakanishi gets it on the jet sweep. Drive starting at the 26-yard line. Gain 2. West Hills with 5 on the line of scrimmage. And they drop one back as Bay looking to his left and just kind of launched that one out of bounds. He had Azari Brown out there running a hitch route. Not exactly sure. There was some miscommunication, but yeah, he just kind of launched it way over the head of the receiver from Denmark. It brings up another 3rd and long situation, this time 3rd and 8 for Foothill. Had a couple first downs on their first drive and then stalled out. Had a tackle for loss that kind of stymied things. Here they're looking to get things moving. 3-by-1 receiver set. And Bay looking to the 3 receiver side, and the receiver slipped. That was intended for Brackenridge, who had an opening there, was going to run a hitch route and just slipped on this field turf and threw off the timing. Otherwise, we're moving the chains, and Foothill's getting in the huddle for another play. As it stands, they're going to bring out the punting unit for the not the second time, it's the first time. Barbie will be the punter. He serves as returner, receiver, and punter. He's like our guy Jeremy Hurtado here, does everything. This time he bobbles the snap, looking to get it off and takes a shot, as he does, and still got off a pretty decent punt over into West Hills territory. It bounces out around the 45-yard line, and Barbie averted disaster. Let's take a look again. He muffs the snap, and how he got that through those guys, I don't know. The producer Hurtado saying it might have got deflected a little bit. Even if he did, it was still a pretty good kick. And poking through this canopy of gray right now on the field, you have the sun shining through and making an absolutely beautiful setting here in Los Altos Hills. Got the lights on here as well. Saturday night, opening week of football. This is good stuff. Good stuff if the Owls could get another stop on this drive as they come out defensively for their second possession. Here's the give to Tatum. Tatum bounces it out to the left side, and he is swung down out there on the perimeter. There's the All-American Amarian York. And Robert Breed also out there. A couple former Vanden Vikings making the stop out on that side of the defense. It was a 1 yard gain. I'm sorry, 2 yard gain. So second down and 8. As West Hills looks over to the sideline, gets the play call. You have Pacina in the backfield with Garcia, who gets it over to Pacina. Set up a screen, got a blocker, and he got some space out ahead of the sticks into Owl territory for a first down for the Falcons. Nice timing on the screen play. Great job of the blocks. The big 74 looking for someone to block out there. So second first down for West Hills. Has them set up at the 38-yard line in Foothill territory. And they shift the fullback over to the left. That's Trey Cooks. And Garcia hands off to Pacina. And tough sledding through the middle of that line. You have Micah Bueno, the linebacker, in there. And 97, T. Latu. Sione Latu also. A couple Latus. Sione and T. Second down and 10 for the Falcons. In the pistol with 4 receivers. Here's Garcia now. Shifts Pacino over to the right. Looks to his left. Pumps once. And has got a man open on the sideline. He takes a shot. Jermaine Harris. That hit knocked him out of bounds. But he's pointing that in the other direction. Letting the sticks know that it's time to get moving. It's another Falcon first down. Tyron Green was the Owl that came in and laid the lumber on the receiver, knocking him out of bounds for the second time. West Hills picks up a first down, fresh set of downs here with 5:25 in the first quarter. Garcia on the keeper, bounces it off the left tackle out to the 20-yard line. Solid gain on first down for Garcia. Picks up 4. It'll be second down and 6. To come up on the 5-minute mark here in the first. These two teams met last season with the Owls all over Foothill, 51-3. So West Hills hoping this one's a different story. Garcia with the hard count. Pacina stepping up in the backfield. Garcia gets it out to Pacina in the flat. And Pacina able to get past a couple Owls right near the first down marker. We'll see where they spot it. And it is going to be a first down. West Hills in red zone territory at the 14-yard line. This drive that began with just under 8 minutes. Now approaching the 4-minute mark for West Hills. 7th play of the drive is a handoff to Pacina up the gut. And again, that interior line incredibly stout here for Foothill to start. It's going to be no gain on first down. It'll be second down and 10 for West Hills. 2nd and 10 from the pistol. 3-by-1 receivers. 3 to the top, 1 at the bottom of your screen. And coming in hot. The Owls forcing him to step up in the pocket and cleaning things up. Right there is Sione Latu. But making that initial play was Nehemiah Musika, who came in like a missile, forcing Garcia to step up in the pocket. And Latu come in and clean things up. I believe Wyatt was also in on that one. I get credit for the sack. So that forces a 3rd and 21. Big time play defensively for Foothill. A defense that figures to be one of the strong points of this Foothill squad last year. Five receivers, empty backfield. Garcia gets it out quickly to KJ Ford. And that's not going to be enough on 3rd and 21. Great play out there on the perimeter by Jeremiah Lolohea. Able to get the short tackle. I'm sorry, that was Mark Eby, a freshman from Leland.
Correction, that was Jeremiah Lolohea.
No, I was correct. That was Jeremiah Lolohea. My apologies, Jeremiah. The PA announcer guy threw me off a little bit. I think it's just tough to see those numbers over on that far side of the field. We're up here in the press box at Foothill College in Los Altos Hills, and we got a 42-yard field goal attempt out here for West Hills. And the snap was down, but the kick is wide to the right. And so Sam Machadi's kick is no good. And Foothill will take over and keep the Falcons off the board. We'll take this opportunity to thank our sponsors for allowing us to provide you coverage of Foothill College football. And that's who we want to thank first, Foothill College football, the program itself, SH Roofing and Construction, Element Architectural Products, Vertical Raise Fundraising, and American Asphalt. So the Owls take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line following the missed field goal from Machadi. And some movement up front, and I think the Owls wanted a free play on that one. Bay was thinking about launching that one downfield. But the officials blew it dead, and it looks like we're going to get 5 free yards for Foothill.
Encroachment against the Falcons, 5 yards.
So encroachment against West Hills, moves the ball up 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 5 for the Owls. A nice crowd here tonight at Los Altos Hills. They're at Foothill College. They're filing in. They're filling this place up, and we get a nice first down run straight up the gut on first down from Nate Williams. 1st and 5. He picks up about 4 to make it 2nd down and 1.
Tackled by number 6, Malik Bradford. Gain of 4. 2nd and 1.
Bay in the pistol again, gives it to Williams, makes a nice cut, still on his feet, spins, and he got some space into the secondary. Now he's dragged down at the 40-yard line, but not after he's into West Hills territory with a Foothill first down. What a carry there by Nate Williams, just pinballing off of people. He's on his feet, said, let me spin out of this and get myself going. A 26-yard pickup for Nate Williams. Makes it 1st and 10 Foothill from the West Hills 40. Bay again, hands off. This time it's Axel Garcia with about an 8-yard gain on first down, but there is a flag in the area of the offensive defensive line there in the trenches. We'll see how this sorts out. And looks like got a chop block. Is that a chop block or illegal block? Yeah, so block below the waist. It's going to back up the Owls and negate that positive gain on first down there from Axel Garcia. And they're going to walk it back 15 yards. So that one is going to hurt a little bit and push the Owls back into their own territory. They'll go back to the 45-yard line of Foothill. Be first and 25.
First and 25.
We're under a minute left to play here in the first quarter, coming up on 20 seconds. Bay dropping back, looking to his left. His receiver ran a hitch, and he threw it kind of upfield on a little post route towards the, or not post route, a fly route towards the sideline. But Wuda Arden stopped at about the 40. He thought the ball was going to come back towards his back shoulder. So early, got some miscommunication. Nice to see the captain out there, Hinganu Hatau, kind of, tapping his receiver, letting him know, hey, it's all right. We'll get it fixed. We'll get it taken care of. And they got 8 seconds on the play clock. The Owls are going to have to hurry. And they got 3, 2, 1, and the flag is going to come out. Nope, Foothill took a timeout first. Had the side judge racing down the field as Foothill was able to get that one on the sideline. So they'll take their first timeout, and we'll take our first timeout as well. You're watching Foothill College Football on NorCal Sports TV. Welcome back to the campus of Foothill College in Los Altos Hills. I'm Mario Ramos. You're watching NorCal Sports TV's coverage of Owl football. The Owls have 2nd and 25 with 12.3 remaining here in the first quarter. This is the third Owl possession.
After the timeout, it will be 2nd and 25.
And it's going to be Bay in the gun, bringing the receiver in motion. Brackenridge is going to get it out in the flat. Picks up a couple blocks. Now got some space along the sideline into West Hills territory. At the 41-yard line is where he takes it. So it's going to be 3rd down and 11 after the 14-yard gain from Brackenridge. Gavin Zuniga, the linebacker from Fresno, in on the stop. And that's the final play of the first quarter. 0-0 on the scoreboard, but the Owls trying to keep this drive alive. They have 3rd and 11 when we come back on NorCal Sports TV. Welcome back to Foothill College Football here on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Foothill College. Foothill College Football, SH Roofing and Construction, Element Architectural Products, Vertical Raise Fundraising, and employee-owned American Asphalt, as well as the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. Here's 3rd and 11. We have a penalty flag on the field, and going over the middle is Bay, and that one might have been intercepted. Coming out of there is Daryl Tripline, and he might have just had his 2nd interception. We'll see what the flag says.
Intercepted by Daryl Tripline. Penalty on the play.
And so the Falcons are No. So I guess on the pass it was ruled incomplete. So no interception, but again, we still have a penalty flag to sort out. And it came out right after the snap. It looked like, someone was lined up offsides for West Hills. And that's exactly what happened. So 5 free yards and a do-over for Foothill here on third down. It's going to be a little shorter as it's 3rd and 6 following the penalty. Anastasio Prado from Lincoln now comes out and figures to be the back in the backfield. We've had a full stable of running backs here for Foothill. So Prado to the right of Bay here on 3rd down and 6. 4 receivers. And that's Brackenridge in motion. And Bay on the keeper. He's got space up the middle. He's inside the red zone. Cuts it back. Inside the 10-yard line. Dragged down. And a flag comes out late. As Shamir Bay, off the read option, made the right read and found plenty of space up the gut. So 1st down. And we'll see what the penalty says. But that was well towards the end of the play. It looks like producer Hurtado is signaling a face mask. Couldn't quite see it there on the replay, but if he says it, I'm inclined to believe it. Oh, it's going to come back the other way. There was a block in the back late in that run. So the sticks will move. It will be a 1st down. However, they're not going to reap all the rewards of that Shamir Bay run.
And the yardage is enough for a 1st down for the Owls.
So 2nd 1st down, and both of them would come on to pretty nifty running plays here for the Owls, as Nate Williams had the nice little spin move into the secondary earlier. This time Shamir Bay off the read option has the Owls set up. 1st down inside the red zone from the 18. Here's the handoff to Williams, and he was hit immediately in the backfield, but Tatal was trying to escort him across the line of scrimmage, and he's successful in at least picking up a couple of yards. Tell you what, big 77. He can move a lot of people as we take a look at the replay. Look at him dragging the whole pile and pushing it forward for a couple of yards, as Williams was stuck initially by Derice Bridget, beg your pardon, who made the hit in the backfield. And we do have a Falcon being tended to on the field. So they take a look at him. We'll take a look at our sponsors, and we'll take a quick break on NorCal Sports TV. We're back here on NorCal Sports TV. It's West Hills and Foothill College. The Owls are looking to march, get themselves into the end zone. They're in the red zone and looking to punch it in. I want to take this time to thank Vertical Raise, the premier online donation platform. It can increase your outreach and fundraising effortlessly, leaving your coaching staff with more time to do what they do best. Trusted by coaches nationwide, including Foothill College football, Vertical Raise is the go-to choice for high school and college sports fundraising. Schedule time for a dedicated fundraising coach to handle all your fundraising needs and discover why coaches everywhere are making the switch to Vertical Raise. Visit verticalraise.com for more information. No games, no gimmicks, just results. And the Owls are looking for the results that go along with a good drive, as they started at their own 25-yard line. And now they're at the West Hills 17 with 2nd down and 8. For quarterback Shamir Bay. Handoff goes to Prado on the option. And he picks up about 4 or 5 on that carry. It's going to bring up 3rd and short, as Thurman will come in to replace Prado. 3rd down and 4.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Pretty good position for your
Down and 4.
play caller. A lot of calls in the bag that you could dip into in this situation. He's going to come out with a couple of tight ends. Thurman in the backfield, and he's going to get it. And he was hit hard by Darius Doze, who didn't let him get ahead of steam. And it's going to be a 1-yard gain. So 4th and 3. And we'll see what Coach Rivio decides to do. Producer Hurtado is saying he's going to go for it. The offense is staying out there on the field. Bay back out there with the play call. 4th down and 3. See if they try to draw him offside with the hard count. In the pistol with 3 receivers. Here's Shamir Bay. 5 on the play clock. He takes the high snap. Puts it in the gut of Nate Williams. Trying the left side, and he's going to be 1 yard short. The Falcons making the play out on the perimeter. You had Bradford out there. Trip line, who's been all over the place, making a stop defensively. And so that's going to be a turnover on downs for Foothill, who's had an interception, a punt, and now a turnover on downs on their first 3 possessions. And they'll get the ball back over to West Hills here with 12:46 in the second quarter.
Turnover on downs. West Hills starts the drive on their own 11.
The Falcons will take over at the 11-yard line. On the right hash, Garcia will begin with Avian Pacina, sophomore from Delano. And gives it to Pacina. Pacina, he is dragged down by the jersey. Good play out there by Eric Stewart. Linebacker got a hold of him and wasn't going to let him go. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Michael Bueno also out there as well, this linebacking core from the Foothill Owls. Pretty solid. So, I mean, we've seen the defensive line be pretty solid up the middle, and you got your 2 interior linebackers in Bueno and Stewart. It's like a baseball team, right? You're solid up the middle. You're going to be all right defensively. Here's Garcia throwing it into really a unoccupied window there. You had Pacina streaking up the seam. And you also had Brandon Tyron, who was running down the outside the numbers. I'm not exactly sure what that one was intended to, but there was more Owls closer to the football than there were Falcons. So dangerous pass from Garcia. Able to avert disaster and make it a 3rd down and 10. Puts Pacina out into the formation. He's got an empty backfield here on 3rd and 10. Foothill bringing some pressure, and they get to him, and they bring him down. We'll see where they spot it. It's going to be just outside the goal line. But that hit initially by Tim Christian, who came in off the blitz. And Christian nearly got the safety, and it's going to bring it down at the 1-yard line after the Christian sack on 3rd down. So now a chance here for maybe the Foothill special teams to come after the punting unit of West Hills. It's going to be Rudy Valdez back to punt. Then you have Isaiah Nakanishi. Nakanishi looking over to the press box because they announced York. Nakanishi's going to run up to it at about the 35-yard line, trying to cut it to the right. Takes it up the field, and the flag flies out as he's brought down at about the 27-yard line. But we'll see what the laundry is saying. But it should be a pretty good field position regardless for Foothill as they force the punt out of their own end zone. Great job by Tim Christian, who was on the special teams unit there. Now he's coming back off the field and he's got some pretty cool handshakes with some of his coaches out there. I was just taking a look at that. Everyone's hyping him up. Off that big play, getting the sack off the blitz on 3rd down, coming in from his cornerback spot. know my son would love that. That's one of his favorite plays in Madden, the old corner blitz. He's always sending somebody. So good to see Christian get home. Coach Ravio's out here on the sideline, pumping up his defense. Now he goes back to the field to take a look at what his offense is going to do. Here at the 42-yard line is where they'll take over after the penalty. So win against Foothill, who has it for their 4th time, looking to put some points on the board. And here's the give off the right side to Jamison Howard. It's going to be a minimal gain for Jamison. Bring up 2nd down for the Owls. Seen Howard, Thurman, Garcia, Prado, Williams, all with carries thus far. You've also had Shamir Bay, the quarterback himself, run the ball. I think Brackenridge caught a backwards pass, so that's technically a carry as well. So here's Bay that said, enough with this carry stuff. Let's go deep down the field. Looking for Ardon. That one's going to go incomplete in the end zone. Taking a shot to Ardoin. It'll be 3rd down and 10. So both these offenses finding themselves in these 3rd and long situations pretty often here in the early going. A couple drives that have been successful, we've had solid runs from 1st and 2nd down to set up some 3rd and manageable situations. Here the Owls again find themselves in 3rd and long from the pistol. Bay rolling to the right and now drops it off to Brackenridge, and he's shoved out of bounds at the 30-yard line. That's going to be a Foothill 1st down. So Brackenridge on a little bit of a, not sure if it was a crossing route. He kind of came across the formation. Yeah, there he is in the slot, comes across. And then he's, good job by Bay rolling out, just giving Brackenridge enough time to find that little window. And allows the Owls to pick up a 1st down. Their 1st of this drive, 5th of the ball game. Here's Bay quickly to Nakanishi. They set up a little screen, and Nakanishi able to find some space, and there's a positive gain on 1st down. It's going to bring up 2nd and short for Foothill. Trying to get the ball up to your playmakers in space. Out to Nakanishi, the 5'10 sophomore from Oak Grove. Picks up 8 on 1st down. So 2nd and short will be Garcia, the running back for Foothill. And they give it to Garcia. And that linebacker, Doze, linebacker out of Houston, he's been solid out there. He makes another tackle right around the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 3rd and 1 for Foothill. You have to think it's a 2-down situation. 3rd and 1. You did go for it last time and failed to pick it up, but you would think got that confidence in your offense. They bring the tight end in motion, and we have some pre-snap movement. Looked like one of the receivers was a little antsy. And so we're going to get the flag going against Foothill. Backs him up 5 yards. So now 3rd and 1 just became a little more difficult. It'll be 3rd and 6 as the clock ticks at 8:30 left to play here in the 1st half. So on 3rd down, you have a bunch formation to the right. Here's Bay looking to the left for Williams into the end zone. Just missed him. So they send the running back out on the wheel route, and he had a step on the defender. I think it was Rudy Valdez. And they just missed the connection on what would have been a touchdown pass from Bay to Williams. And the offense is going to stay out there, so despite the penalty, it was 2-down territory. The Owls using that opportunity to take a shot. Now this time they're going to need to make sure they ensure the yardage to keep the sticks moving. Here's Bay on 4th down, rolling to his right. Williams picks up a nice block. Bay across his body into the end zone, back to the end zone, too high. And he had, looked like Ardoin open there for a second. Just put too much on that one. Lofted it a little bit too much. You can see Ardoin's open in the back of the end zone. But if he puts that on the end line, that's 6. It's a tough pass to make on the run, and so the Owls will turn it over on downs for the second straight time. Now West Hills will have it at their 26-yard line with 7:49 left to play in the second quarter. So 2 turnover on downs, an interception, and a punt on 3 and out for the Foothill offense as Garcia runs a little timing pattern, little hitch route with Ashton Goal. And Goal, the receiver from Milton, catches it near the first down marker, but I think it's going to be a little bit short. Or they're going to say actually he caught it out of bounds. So he wasn't even in bounds when he made the catch. So that's going to be incomplete. And the ball will go over to, I'm sorry, the ball will stay with West Hills, but it'll be 2nd down and 10. We've had 3 possessions in on turnover on downs thus far. A missed field goal, a couple punts. See, we got the option play. And great job as Bolden had nowhere to go. There's Micah Bueno in there initially. Forced a tackle for a loss. Again, that linebacking core. Bueno from Moreau Catholic leading the way. 6-foot sophomore. Making some plays out there for Foothill. You see him right there. He's hyped. Attaboy, Micah. Johnny, that's a tough tandem right there. Bueno and Stewart. Good stuff for Foothill. Garcia claps, gets the snap. Now being flushed out of the pocket. Throws on the run. And that one intended for KJ Ford. The pressure forcing the inaccuracy. It's going to be 4th down and 13. Be a punting situation here for West Hills as the defense coming up big with another stop here for Foothill. That's really been the strength of both these teams thus far. For Foothill, at times the offense has kind of got it going and then slowed themselves down a little bit. But defensively, they've been solid. As Nakanishi is back set to receive at the 40-yard line. Here's Valdez getting the high snap. He's under pressure, able to get it off. It's going to be a short punt that bounces at the West Hill 45 and takes a Foothill bounce back to the 41-yard line. So good field position here for Foothill again. Just about where they had it on their last possession. A drive that resulted in a turnover on downs. We'll see what they got in store on this one. You're watching Owl Football on NorCal Sports TV. First and 10 from the 41. It's a handoff. Nate Williams spins out of trouble. He was hit in the backfield. He was dead to rights. Would have been a loss on the play, but instead it's a pickup of 4. Great job by Nate Williams. The initial man missed him, and ultimately making the tackle was Reese Watkins out of Sydney. We've got Sydney in the house. Yeah, Denmark in the house. Taking this show international right here, Hurtado. Producer Jeremy Hurtado along with myself, Mario Ramos. On NorCal Sports TV. Foothill Owls with 2nd and 7. Bay looking deep. And he's got a receiver. Ardoin trying to run underneath that one, but again, just a little too much under it. That one ends up in the back of the end zone as Ardoin's getting behind this defense. We'll see if the Owls can make that connection, but West Hills, it looks like they're having trouble keeping up with the speedster Waku Ardoin. We've seen a couple missed connections. We'll see if the Owls could dial that in. Here's 3rd down and 7. From the pistol with Howard behind him, here's Bay. Pumps, trying to get out of the sack, and he can't escape the grip of big number 40, Kirsten Williams. Young man from Louisville had quite a grip on Bay, who looked like he might be able to escape that one and make a play out of it. But number 40 said, nah, I'm all 6'3", 225, and using that strength to bring him down. And so that's going to be a punting situation for Barbie. Second time he'll come out to punt. This time the snap is low and he can't get this one. Now he's rolling out trying to get it off. He throws a pass and it's going to end up incomplete. And the flag's going to come out as the West Hills coaching staff's going to say that we had linemen down the field, had ineligible receivers. So Barbie trying to make something happen out of it. Last time the snap was a little too high for him. This one was too low. And so he figured maybe he could toss it downfield and get a completion out of it. But, yeah, it might have been better served to try to kick it and salvage some yardage. That play was doomed from the snap. And so West Hills is going to have – oh, they're going to say they're picking it up. Perhaps because the ball didn't get past the line of scrimmage is what we're pondering up here. But West Hills will still have pretty decent field position. They are in their own territory, but they're at the 47. As we come up on 5 minutes left to play in the first half, it's 5:06 on the scoreboard. It still has zeros on both sides. These offenses struggling to get some consistency. Garcia looks to his left and now tries to hit the crosser over the middle. Pass intended for Samaje Wickham. So incompletion on first down for West Hills, and these passing games trying to lock in here early in the season. It could be tough. You want to build that rhythm, build that consistency. Again, this is the opening night of the campaign. But Hill opening up at home here under the lights. Here's Garcia now, puts it in the belly of his back, who is swallowed up. That's Bolden, who is dragged down by Micah Bueno and Eric Stewart, both of them converging in the backfield. And shout out to these guys up front, allowing them to have that space. He had Latu. Also have Musica, as well as 44, Kimball Moeaki. And here comes Stewart on the blitz. Garcia being flushed, able to complete it across the middle. It's going to be a short gain on third down. Won't be enough for the first down as Sanchez gets about a 3-yard gain on that one. That's going to bring out the punting team as the Owls bring some pressure on third down, force the quick pass, and force the stop on third down. And so on a 3 and out, here comes the punting unit again. Valdez looking to punt for the third time. Nakanishi set to receive inside the 20. A punt from Valdez, bounces at the 25-yard line. And not sure if it hit somebody. The Falcons are acting like it might have hit an owl, but the officials have not signaled yet. Now they have. they're going to say it's West Hills football. So on the punt, there was a lot of traffic there, a lot of bodies in the middle. They might have hit a Foothill player. Well, apparently it did according to the referees. Touched an Owl, and the Owls were able to jump on that one and going to retain possession in the red zone at the 18-yard line. So a special teams blunder for Foothill has West Hills set up for the first score of the game. They have it at the 18 here with 3:29 left to play in the first half. Garcia looking to his left. He's got 3 receivers on that side. And he's going to chuck it in the back of the end zone. The receiver's going to be able to catch it, but well out of bounds is Brandon Tryon. So Tryon was the intended target, but nothing doing there on first down. Garcia had plenty of time to throw. And the Owls unable to get home on first down to bring up second down here for West Hills. On second down, here's Garcia. Hit as he throws, and this one, they're trying to test York, and better luck next time as he was all over Daniel Nelson, the All-American cornerback. Might have been a little too handsy out there as the flag comes in. It came in pretty early, so we'll see what that flag, as York and the official are having a discussion. It looked like it's going to be pass interference. So that'll be a first down for West Hills. So pass interference on York will set up first and goal for West Hills at the, I believe, the 3-yard line.
Pass interference on the Owls. Take the ball to the 3-yard line. First and goal for the Falcons.
Garcia with Bolden to his right here on first and goal from the 3. West Hills looking to cash in after the special teams mistake from Foothill has them set up inside. They pick up a couple on the first down carry. It'll be second down and goal from the 1. We've seen this defense make some plays up the middle. They're hoping to do so again. Try to keep this West Hills squad off the board. And now we have a timeout taken by Foothill. It looked like the coaching staff was trying to get the attention of the officials who finally grant that timeout. They'll take a break. We will too. You're watching Owl Football on NorCal Sports TV. Owls trying to keep the Falcons out of the end zone. Second down and goal from the 2-yard line. I'm going to say it's the 1-yard line. I beg your pardon. The Foothill faithful trying to inspire this defense to keep the Falcons off the board. Got the defense chant going. Here's Garcia in the gun from the 1-yard line. He puts it in the belly of his running back. Actually, it's Garcia on the keeper. Garcia, and he's short. And again, 88, Nehemiah Musika. Stop me if you've heard that name before. Able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage on the read option. The Owls had that well played out, even fooled our cameraman. He thought the handoff went to Bolden. But instead, that interior line of the Owls forcing third down and goal. Here we go from the 1-yard line. Here's Garcia, shifts Bolden over to his right. 7 on the play clock. He gets the snap, gives it to Bolden. He's hit in the backfield and stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Jason Crawley and Eric Stewart combining on the tackle, and it brings up 4th down and goal. And if that's not a microcosm of this half, I'm not sure what is. These offenses having trouble moving the ball. 3rd and goal. They can't get it across the end zone, and Foothill's going to take a timeout on this 4th down situation. So the coaching staff will talk this over. Big 4th down play coming up here on NorCal Sports TV. We'll be back right after this break. Welcome back to Los Altos Hills. We're in Foothill College. The season opener for the Owls. They have their backs up against the wall. It's 4th and goal with West Hills bearing down on the end zone. It's going to be 4th and goal from the 2 after the 1-yard loss. Great defensive play by Jason Crawley and Eric Stewart to tackle Tyre Bolden in the backfield to force this 4th down. This Foothill crowd coming to life. And this defense trying to keep the Falcons off the scoreboard. 3-by-1 receiver set for Garcia. Yes, I believe that's Bolden with him in the backfield. And on the option, a lot of confusion and nothing doing. It's another stop. Micah Bueno leading the way. Foothill forces the turnover on downs. This defense, my goodness. The backbone of this squad here in the early going, as they forced a stop initially. There you see Bueno and the rest of the Owls coming in to deny me that option play. But Foothill, like I said, initially on this drive, forced a punt. And the punt was touched by a Foothill player, which gave the ball back to West Hills at the 19-yard line. The Falcons able to take it all the way to the goal line, but this defense was bending but would not break, and now has the ball out there for their offense at the 4-yard line. Here's the give to Williams, gets it out across the 5 and kind of spun around as we got some hand fighting after the play. And Brackenridge and Ricky Smith Jr., well after the whistle, a flag came out. We're going to see which way it goes. It's usually the second guy, right, Hurtado? So we'll see who they call. According to Hurtado, our producer here, it's always on the defense. And Smith Jr. trying to plead his case, I should say, with the official. And they weren't buying it. It's going to be a personal foul on Ricky Smith Jr. So the old momentum starting to swing over to Foothill. There is a minute and a half left to play. The Owls did take at least 2 timeouts that I'm aware of. I think they have 1 remaining. So this one started at their own 4. Now they've got a little bit of space. They're at the 24. And it's going to be 1st down following the penalty. So here's Bay with 4 receivers. Looking deep, taking a shot. Ardoin's wide open. He's got it. 20, 10. Touchdown, Foothill! 67 yards. Bay to Ardoin, and the Owls are on the board. Bay stepping up in the pocket. Ardoin just getting behind that defense this time. Plenty of space for number 8 to haul that one in and get across the finish line. Yes, I see you there, buddy. Track star speed. Ardoin with the touchdown. Bay with the strike. And Foothill 6-0 with the extra point on the way. And the kick from Pulido is good, and Foothill leads this one 7-0 on NorCal Sports TV. Welcome back to Foothill College, and want to thank Foothill College football as well as SH Roofing and Construction, Element Architectural Products, Vertical Race Fundraising, and American Asphalt for allowing us to bring you coverage of Foothill College football. The Owls striking quickly after the big-time defensive goal line stand. 2 plays later, they're into the end zone, 67-yard touchdown pass from Bay to Ardoin. And the extra point from Pulido makes it 7-0 as his kickoff is in the air with 1:06 left to play in the first half. And catching it at around the 10-yard line is KJ Ford, and he is brought down hard at the 20. Great special teams play by Foothill, and they are pumped up, and just like they just got injected with a shot of life here on this side of the field. As things are going well for the team in black and red. Minute and 1 second left in the first half. West Hills will take over at the 21-yard line. Again, they were set up in golden position after punting their last time. They ended up getting it back off the turnover at the 19-yard line. I'm sorry, the 18-yard line. Took it all the way down to the 1, and unable to punch it in. And now they find themselves down 7-0 with a minute left here in the first half. Here's Garcia on first down. Little hitch route to Tatum. And he's brought down by Micah Bueno after a minimal gain after the catch. He picks up about 5-6 yards on first down. Clock running with 45 seconds. We'll see how aggressive the Falcons want to play this. Here's 2nd and 5. Garcia looking to take the snap with under 30 seconds. Now he's under pressure and he's brought down. Sacked by Jack Ryan. Yeah, T. Latu kind of bring him off the spot. And Jack Ryan's making sure he goes and gives Latu some dap right there because Latu kind of forced him to step up and Ryan came in and cleaned that one up. So a big-time sack defensively by the Owls. And that's going to wrap up the first half of play. Oh, no, West Hills is going to take a timeout. Interesting call with 1.9 seconds on the clock. They're going to take a timeout here on 3rd down. So we'll take a quick word from our sponsors and come back to wrap up the first half of play here from Los Altos Hills. Welcome back to Owl Football on NorCal Sports TV. 1.9 second left to play. Here with 3rd down and 13. We'll see if West Hills has some kind of hook and ladder annexation Puerto Rico type of play, or if they just follow my son's blueprint and go 4 verts, just send everybody deep.
3rd down.
So on 3rd down, they are going to put the ball in the air, and they get it across the middle to KJ Ford, so maybe just trying to build some rhythm before they head into the locker room. And that's what they're about to do as the clock strikes 0. And Foothill with a little momentum to close out the half. A little bounce in their step has them on the scoreboard with a 67-yard touchdown strike from Shamir Bay to Waku Ardoin. has them on the board. It's 7-0 Foothill after one half of play. We'll be back with the second half of Owl Football on NorCal Sports TV right after this. Welcome back to NorCal Sports TV's coverage of Foothill College football. Set to start the second half of play. 15 minutes on the clock as we begin the third. Juan Pulido back, ready to kick. We have Ashton goal, along with Anthony Jackson back to receive for the Falcons. It'll be goal running up and making the catch at about the 16-yard line. Cuts it across the left side out in front of the 30-yard line. A host of Owls are there to bring them down. And that's where we'll begin the second half of play. After a first half that took a while to get going offensively, we saw numerous punts, turnover on downs, an interception. But in the end, the Foothill Owls able to connect on a 67-yard touchdown strike from Shamir Bey to Waku Ardoin for the touchdown. And that's the only score of the game. And we sit at 7-0. West Hills, who won the opening toss, they deferred the second half kickoff, so they'll begin at the 31-yard line as Garcia comes out play action and gets the ball out to his fullback. It was brought down immediately by Mark Ebby. It was Trey Cooks on the reception. Cooks at Atascadero. But Mark Eby from Elin, the freshman linebacker, 6'3", 205. It's good size there for your linebacker. He's going to come off the field actually on this one and be replaced by Jason Crawley. We've seen Crawley make some plays over at that right side out linebacker spot. Here's 2nd and 7. And a little loose ball there in the backfield. Ford able to come up with the ball, but that play's just doomed from the start. And Crawley paying immediate dividends as he comes up with the tackle for the loss. Fresh into the ball game. Now we got some wholesale substitutions defensively for the Owls. They come out and it looks like maybe a dime package. That ball bouncing off the ground. That's not an incomplete pass. It was through it, pitched it forward. He had it initially, conferring with my resident official producer Hurtado, Jeremy here. Let me know that that one was a fumble that brings up 3rd and 15. And this West Hills offense has not been doing itself any favors, putting themselves in these 3rd and long situations. At least for Foothill on their end, they've had some 3rd and manageable chances as West Hills coming out of the half looking a little confused. They're going to take a timeout to draw something up here on 3rd and 15. We'll take our first break and get a word from our sponsor, American Asphalt. Back here on NorCal Sports TV. Appreciate you joining us to watch Foothill College football. The Owls up 7-0 and looking to force a punt on the opening drive of the half for West Hills.
Third and 16 for the Falcons.
Come out with
at their own 25-yard line.
a host of defensive backs here for West Hill, or for Foothill, 6 DBs. The end of the game. As Garcia drops back to pass, 3-man rush, and he's under pressure. Ball is out. It's loose on the ground and picked up at the 6-yard line from West Hills. And Nehemiah Musika, once again, yes, pound your chest, my guy. You are him, making plays, getting in the backfield. He has been living in that West Hills backfield. And the ball poked out. The sack fumble for Foothill. Forces 4th and a mile. I think they have to get this one to Mountain View to pick up the first down. 4th and 33. As Valdez is going to punt from his end zone. Nakanishi at the 37. He's going to back up and call for a fair catch, but he lets it go. And it takes a very good West Hills bounce. And actually that was Brackenridge who was back there, who let it bounce all the way to the 40-yard line is where West Hills downed it. So the own 40 of Foothills where they'll take over. 12:27 left to play. We want to thank Foothill College Football along with SH Roofing and Construction, Element Architectural Products, Vertical Raise Fundraising, and American Asphalt for allowing us to bring you coverage of Foothill College Football. Can't forget the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. So Foothill worked out well. They got the opening kickoff. They forced a punt here in the second half, and they get the ball back quickly. Here's Bay off the rollout. He's got Brackenridge across the middle, coming back to get it. Now he's looking to cut it across the middle. Gets a block inside the 25 and down at about the 20. Little schoolyard football here from the Foothill Owls. Shamir Bay connecting with Jaquan Brackenridge. Kind of floated it up there in the middle. And after that, Brackenridge was just kind of cutting on a dime, looking for some space, able to get some positive yards after the catch. Picks up 39 on the completion. And it's a first down, Foothill in West Hills territory. From the 21-yard line. Here's a handoff left side. A whole bunch of space out there for Jakarion Thurman, who was tripped up, and if it wasn't for that leg tackle, he might be in the end zone celebrating with his teammates. Blocked up front, and look at 77. Hautao setting the edge right there, and Thurman had a lane, just tripped up, picks up 8 yards. It's going to bring up second down and 2 for Foothill. 4 receivers in the pistol. Bay looking to the left side. Got a man corner in the end zone for Brackenridge. Incomplete. So looking to connect with Brackenridge for the second time. Just overthrew his receiver who had a step, had some space. Pushed that at the pylon. That might be 6. And Bay definitely showing the arm strength today. Definitely able to make all the throws out here. Here's third down and 2. The give is to Williams, right side. And he's going to have a first down. So good pickup on the ground from Nate Williams. Second first down of this drive for Foothill. That's going to be first and goal for the Owls from the 8-yard line. It's the 5th play coming up on the drive for Foothill. Started at their 40-yard line. And for the defense, came up with a big sack and fumble to force a West Valley punt from the end zone. Good field position for the Owls, looking to cash it in. And Bay on the keeper, spins his way forward inside the 5-yard line. And he had Axel Garcia there on the option as well, but he decided to keep it himself. So bring up second down and goal as Anastasio Prado will come in. They just keep these running backs rotating They have a stable of backs, and they've been using them all. Bay as well has had a couple of rushing opportunities. Here we got 2nd down and 4. 2nd down and goal, I should say, from the 4. Coming up on 10 minutes left to play. Bay gives it to Prado, pulling his way forward, and he's going to be just shy of the goal line. They're going to mark him down at the 1. He had a head of steam, and he ran into a West Hills linebacker. I believe that was David Vega. I'm sorry, it's 50 Reese Watkins. They were having a discussion after that. After they collided, it looked like a couple Rams out in the wild just meeting at the 1-yard line. So we saw West Hills down here at this same end zone get to the 1-yard line, unable to punch it in. So no one's gotten into this end zone yet. Foothill trying to get there first. It's 3rd and 1. 3rd and goal from the 1. Here's the give and hit in the backfield was Nate Williams. And looks like he's going to be shy. And it's going to bring up 4th down. You know, some of the Owls signaling touchdown. They thought he was across, but it's going to be ever so close. And it's going to be short of the end zone. Brings up 4th and goal. And I don't think there's any hesitation here from Coach Matt Rivio. He's going to keep the offense out there on the field, and they're looking to punch it in. So West Hills had an opportunity here, 4th and goal at this end of the end zone. Now here's Foothill's crack at it. Eighth play of the drive coming up, 4th and goal from the 1. Bay in the gun with Williams in the backfield. The give is to Williams. He's across the goal line. He lost it. Ball pops out. There's a flag on the play. Foothill thought he came across the goal line, but Williams lost the ball. There is a flag as well. It came out relatively quick, so we're going to have to see what happens. Was West Hills lined up across the neutral zone? And the ball pops out before Williams gets across the goal line. What a defensive play by West Hills. Both these defenses coming up huge on that same goal line. There is a flag, though, and the referees and the umpires, the whole crew in on this one. It's a big call. Here we go. Offsides. Wow, so 2 big calls against the defense. First one pre-snap, one post-snap. The pre-snap one was offsides. West Hills lined up across the neutral zone. And then the second one, the post-snap play, was a personal foul. It moves the ball. I mean, it's not going to move the ball much, but I think inches. But I think the big thing is that it gives Foothill a fresh set of downs as it's 1st and goal from the 1-inch line for the Owls. Thurman in the backfield in this one. He gets the carry. He is. Where they mark it. The officials coming in right at the goal line. They're going to say he's short. No touchdown. So Thurman gets it right up to the goal line. It's inside the 1. As Thurman came out, and then Prado went in, and then Prado was replaced by Jamison Howard. So now they're even rotating the running backs in between plays. And we have a stoppage as West Hills is going to take their 2nd timeout. So trying to square up their defense. They take their 2nd time out of the half. We'll take a break with them. You're watching NorCal Sports TV. Second down and goal. The Owls trying to punch it in from the 1. We're trying to figure out the math. We think it's like the 5th opportunity that Foothill will have to try to punch it in from this goal-to-go situation at the 1-yard line. West Hills already using 2 timeouts. This is their second one. The coaching staff having a discussion with the officials out there. Not sure. The majority of their timeout was spent discussing with the Whitecap official. The defense set to get back out there on the field. The Owls offense making sure they got the right play call and the right substitution. They were moving a lot of players in and out in that last huddle. They thought about bringing in an extra offensive lineman. As it stands, they are set to go with Bay in the backfield. Jamison Howard right behind him, 1 yard away. Howard gets the carry. Howard off the left side. Howard's into the end zone. Touchdown, Foothill. Jamison Howard finally breaks the seal at the goal line. The Owls able to punch it in from 1 yard out. And running behind big number 77, Hingano Hatu. That'll get you into the end zone. And Foothill leads this one 13-0. Juan Pulido out for the extra point. Nakanishi to hold. Snap is low. It's down. Pulido's kick. The line drive through the uprights. And Foothill punches it in from 1 yard out. They lead West Hills 14-0 on NorCal Sports TV. The offsides penalty coming in big. Not necessarily the offsides, it was more the personal foul that extended the downs. Otherwise, West Hills may have kept the Owls off the board, but the Owls able to punch it in. Run it in from 1 yard out with Jamison Howard. Pulido with the extra point makes it 14-0. Here's Pulido's kick. Up in the night sky, fielded at the 14-yard line. And getting out there is Anthony Jackson, still on his feet. And now he's brought down out across the 30. And Jackson got going using some of that speed. Able to get a decent return as West Hills will take over at the 32-yard line with 7:26 left to play in the third. You can always tell where the family sections are in these games. Once they hear their guy get announced out there. And again, a good, nice crowd here tonight at Foothill College. A lot of good home support for the Owls. Had a good season last year. Again, 8-3, winners of the Silicon Valley Bowl. And looking to build off of that this season. They're off to a good start, up 14-0. As Garcia gets it out in the flat to KJ Ford. And hit immediately there. A good tackle out on the perimeter by Justin Anderson. Bueno also out there helping out. It was Anderson. So Garcia, 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup on first down. He's got Pacina to his left, takes a low snap, tries to get it out on the hitch route, and that one is caught. Low throw. Good job to bring that one in by Daniel Nelson. Young man out of Pine Bluff. 6'1" freshman. Able to get down and make that low catch. Garcia kind of thrown off a little bit by that low snap and had some pressure coming at him. That's going to be a West Hills first down. been a while since they've had a first down. About the 5-minute mark in the second quarter is when their last first down was. Garcia flushed out of the pocket, gets it out to a receiver out in the flat. I believe that's KJ Ford. Yeah, KJ catching that one out on the left side. And another 4 or 5 yard pickup for KJ on first down. Gets them in a positive situation ahead of the chains. On second down, an offense that's looking for some spark of life, something to get themselves going. They've had a missed field goal, 2 turnover on downs, 3 punts, 4 punts technically. Actually, they got it back on one of those punts. As the Foothill faithful putting at the defense chance. Pacina keeps it on the carry. He got some room off the left side, and he is hit out of bounds and knocked out at about the 40-yard line into Foothill territory. So that'll bring up a first down. Second of the drive here for West Hills. Got some substitutions defensively for this Foothill team, trying to get some fresh bodies out there on D. Foothill in the nickel. Garcia dropping back. Zone coverage, looking deep down the field. He's got a man behind the defense. That's Brandon Tyron who cuts it back, and he's going to be into the end zone for the touchdown. Brandon trying, getting West Hills on the board. The deep strike, 41 yards from Garcia. Again, some zone coverage. And able to get behind the defense and slips by a couple of Owls into the end zone for the first score of the season for West Hills. A 41-yard strike from Garcia to try and so the extra point on the way for West Hills. Machadi's kick is blocked, and that one is still alive. And Foothill's going to pick it up and try to see if they can't get 2 points out of it. And here they go, and picking up a block and getting into space. That's Robert Breed, and he's going to go all the way. 20, 10, Breed into the end zone. 2 points for Foothill. So the special teams coming up huge, picking up the block. Now a flag just came out. Right at the very end, we just had one thrown out. Breed was well in the end zone. An official kind of crouched down and looked like he pulled one out of his sock and tossed it out there on the field. Great job by our cameraman to pick that up right there. So we'll see what the call is. But Robert Breed picking up the loose ball. Heads up play by him to realize that was a ball. And took it over 100 yards. The other way for the 2-point conversion. We're going to see what the discussion was. Great special teams block. Not sure who picked up that block. See if we can find it on the replay, but great job up the middle to get a mitt on that. Here's the replay. See if we can find someone again. Someone just stormed through the middle of that line. See both paws stick up there. Or both owl wings, if you would. Be able to knock that one down. And I don't think we've... Did we ever get a call on that flag?
The score with 4:33 to go in the third quarter. Foothill Owls 14, West Hills Scarlet Falcons 6.
So apparently the score did not count. And they're going to say that the ball was dead and the 2-point conversion there from Breed did not count. So it remains 14-6. The extra point was blocked. Yeah, got a little excitement in the crowd, if nothing else. However, the points won't count. But Foothill will get the ball back up by 8. It's 14-6 as Machadi will kick it off. And it's going to be Brackenridge running up on a ball that was dangerously close to being picked up by a West Hill Falcon. It didn't seem like the Owls were in a hurry to pick that one up. Looked like some of my students getting to class. And really had the sense of urgency that we would hope for, as the West Hill Falcon came to try to swoop in on that one. Brackenridge able to pick it up. And so Foothill will start at the 29-yard line with 4:32 here in the third. We'll see what the Owls have in store after the West Hills touchdown drive. How will Foothill respond up 14-6? Here's Bay. Quick hitter out to Brackenridge. Brackenridge, couple of cuts. And now a whole bunch of white jerseys surround him. Out past the 30-yard line. So short gain. Pick up about 2 yards on first down. Single back, 3 receivers. And the give is to Williams. And he is swallowed up immediately. Big number 90, Daryl Helton from Rossville. 6'4", 240-pound freshman making the play from his defensive line position. So a couple of tight ends will come out for Foothill, be replaced by a couple of receivers. And this obvious passing situation. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 for the Owls. 3-by-1 receiver set for Bay. And a little hitch route caught by Ardoin. And he's able to pick up the first down out near the 45-yard line. Saw Ardoin with the big 67-yard touchdown catch earlier. This time, a little hitch route that moves the chains for Foothill. He's been one of the primary targets for quarterback Shamir Bay. They're doing a good job of spreading the ball around, but he has been looking for number 8, and why wouldn't you, the way he's been able to get past the defense. And I think you saw a little bit of that on that last possession, with the defense giving him space and allowing him to run that hitch. Here's Bay on the keeper, up the gut, out across midfield. Nice pickup on the running play. First down is going to be 2nd down and 2 after the 8-yard pickup from the quarterback. Just going back to that point, you could see the respected Antonio Lopez, the defensive back, is giving Ardoin and all these DBs for West Hills, just giving him a little more space. Again, he was behind them easily on that 67-yard touchdown. This time they're up in some press coverage on him. We'll see if maybe he got something on the left side. Here's the give. Nice move. Nice carry. Jamison Howard streaking down the sideline. Cuts it back. Makes a man miss inside the 5-yard line. And he's pounding the ground. He wanted pay dirt. He was sniffing the end zone. Oh, so close, but he sets up the Owls with the 1st and goal. Let's take a look at Jamison taking a hit there. Nice stiff arm hitting the A button. And now it's all turbo right here. A little cut back. He nearly had the end zone. He wanted 6. And I don't blame him with these running backs. I wasn't sure who was in there. And, you know, he's not sure when he's going to get another crack at it. So trying to make the most of it on that one. But as he is, he's got his team set up with 1st and goal from the 2. There's Prado in the backfield with Bay. They roll the pocket to the right. And Bay's looking to tuck it. Now gets it inside. And he's got a man. Complete touchdown, Owls. Nakanishi in the end zone for the touchdown. So Bay keeping that one alive. Looking for something. Thought he was going to run it. He tucked it down. And then he saw number 3 had an opening there and able to connect from 2 yards out. 2nd touchdown pass of the day from Shamir Bay. Hit the home run ball for 67 yards. This one's a 2-yard touchdown pass. Polito out for the extra point. Nakanishi to hold. Kick is up. And it is good. Foothill leads this one 21-6 after the 2nd touchdown pass from Shamir Bay. You're watching Owl Football on NorCal Sports TV. Foothill Owls make it 21-6 after a 5-play, 3-minute, 20-second drive, capped off by the 2-yard touchdown pass from Shamir Bey to Isaiah Nakanishi. Second touchdown pass of the day for the Owls quarterback. And things starting to click here for the Foothill offense as the kick out to Jackson. He had a decent return on the last one, looked for some space, but he ran right into Mark Eby. He said, "You're going nowhere and you're going to like it." Stay here right around the 25-yard line, and that's where West Hills will take over. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. They had a 41-yard touchdown pass from Garcia to Tyron. We'll see if the Owls can keep West Hills off the board, kind of like that shutdown inning in baseball. All right, you just scored. You don't want the other team to, follow it up with the score of their own. You're hoping to keep them off the scoreboard and get the ball back to your offense. You're starting to find something with the little bit of the running game, and Bay also starting to open things up in the passing game. So try to get the ball back over to your offense as soon as you can. If you're this Foothill defense, they bring some pressure. Here's a screen pass and nothing doing it. What a hustle play there defensively by number 40, Sione Latu. He had a great job also by Eric Stewart, the initial tackle, but Latu, he came in and was pressuring the quarterback, but great job of hustling back to get in on that tackle as well. That's what you like to see if you're a coaching staff, right? It's those multiple efforts that are out there defensively. Not sure why the clock is stopped, the official game clock. That play, now it's going. Yeah, tackle was in bounds. Well, now we're back to action. 2nd down and 11. They give this to Pacina up the gut, and there has been no luck up the middle for this West Hills offense. This time it's Austin Payne. He's bringing the pain right there. I know West Hills felt that one. And we talked about the rotation of running backs. How about the rotation of linebackers that Foothill's putting out here? And you got Payne. We've talked about Stewart. We've talked about Micah Bueno. Talked about Eby. And some studs out there. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. And a great 3rd quarter for the Foothill Owls. They scored 14. West Hills picked up 6 in that quarter. We'll head to the 4th quarter. It's 21-6. Foothill over West Hills on NorCal Sports TV. Welcome back to Foothill College here in Los Altos Hills. Shout out to Foothill College Football, SH Roofing and Construction, Element Architectural Products, Vertical Raise Fundraising, American Asphalt, and the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. Appreciate all our sponsors, allowing us to bring you coverage of Foothill College football. Our next broadcast will be when they take on Gavilan here at the 16th. We got a lot left to be decided here in the 4th quarter. Here's Garcia dropping back. Some pressure coming. And that one is picked off. Oh, my goodness. Justin Anderson, are you kidding me? What an interception. Check this out. Number 4 flying in, swooping in like the owl that he is, and snagging that one. Oh, my. rack that one, clip that. That is a definite highlight that Justin Anderson's going to be showing off, and why wouldn't you? My goodness. The sophomore from Menlo Atherton making the big-time play, setting up his squad at the 34-yard line. 14:53 is where they'll take over after the INT. Big-time play from Justin Anderson. And here's the carry over off to the left side. That one goes to Axel Garcia. Not much on that one. He actually hit behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 2-yard loss for the Owls. I'm still trying to gather myself. That was a heck of a play there by Anderson. We're going to have those opportunities, and there's Garcia. He's going to need a moment. He is slow getting up. Yeah, we've talked about Amarion York, the preseason All-American on the other side, and no doubt teams are going to try to go opposite of York. In this case, Anderson making him pay. I'll take this opportunity to thank Vertical Raise, the premier online donation platform. You can increase your outreach and fundraising effortlessly. I don't know why I'm getting tied up with that one. Leaving your coaching staff with more time to do what they do best. Trusted by coaches nationwide, including Foothill College football, Vertical Raise is the go-to choice for high school and college sports fundraising. Schedule time for a dedicated fundraising coach to handle all your fundraising needs and discover why coaches everywhere are making the switch to Vertical Raise. Visit verticalraise.com today for more information. No games, no gimmicks, just results. Vertical Raise. Good to see Garcia able to walk off the field. He's going to head over to the trainer's table, and they'll take a look at him over there. Back to the action. Here's Bay looking to his left. He's got a man. Touchdown, Foothill! What a strike. York able to get behind the defense again. Darian York with his second touchdown pass of the game. A 36-yard touchdown strike. Wuda Ardon. That was Wuda Ardon for the second time. 36 yards from Bay. And Foothill strikes again. It's 27-6 with Polito's extra point on the way. Snap is down. Kick is good. So Polito remains perfect on extra points. 4 of 4. It's 28-6 Foothill after the 36-yard touchdown pass from Bay to Ardon on NorCal Sports TV. Third touchdown pass of the evening for Shamir Bay. Second connection to Waku Ardon. This time it's 36 yards. First one was 67. Well, those two connecting for over 100 yards in this ball game. And Foothill now opening up a 22-point lead. It's 28-6 as Polito skies this one over to Jackson. Catches it at the 7. It's a couple moves. There's a helmet on the field. As a flag comes out. There's an Owl's helmet out there on the ground. And my goodness, that wasn't going to stop Kimball Moeaki, who despite that was still going out there and trying to make a play. Jackson took it to about the 25. We have a flag. And it's actually going to go against Foothill because he kept going without the helmet. So once you have your helmet knocked off, you got to freeze, kind of like in flag football. When somebody catches it and you're on offense, you have to just stand there. So I guess that's a similar thing on defense. So it's going to give them a few more yards. It's going to be first down and 10 from the 38-yard line. And they give this to Pacina on first down. And he gets a couple. But again, that interior line of Foothill has answered the bell consistently in this ball game. It's been tough sledding up the gut here for West Hills. It's going to be second down and 8. Garcia with an empty backfield. Owls showing pressure. Here they come off the edge. And they get it out quickly to Ford. And Ford is hit pretty quickly by number 20, Austin Payne. Payne able to get out there in his linebacker position, kind of covering that area after the blitz. He was kind of shaded that way, play some zone coverage. Able to come up and make the tackle. That's going to bring up third down and 5. Again with an empty backfield now, Garcia's going to get the play call and get the adjustments into his line. Receivers at the bottom of the screen getting set. Garcia claps, gets the snap. Now pumps. Now he's got a guy near the first down marker. That's Daniel Nelson. That pump fake really drew a lot of Owls away from the line of scrimmage. Nelson just kind of took a step forward after the snap, didn't really do too much, allowed everyone else to kind of move away and left them open for a West Hills first down. Third and 5, they pick up 5 and move the sticks. Now they near midfield at the 48-yard line. Again in an empty formation. Garcia in the gun, under pressure, hit, but he's able to escape. Now able to find a receiver on the sideline. It's Goal, who's got another West Hills first down. About a 24-yard pass play from Garcia to Goal. And what looked like he was dead to rights. He had a Foothill Owl all in his face. He was able to escape that pressure and find a receiver streaking down the sideline. Good job by Goal to give his quarterback a target there in the scramble drill. And West Hills moving the ball a little bit. Clock is becoming a factor. You have 11 and a half. And remember, West Hills took 2 timeouts earlier, so they do only have 1 remaining. Foothill showing some pressure off the edge. Give it to Pacina up the middle. And he was hit again right as he got that handoff. See if we could check the number. We had 93. Musica was also in there. But you had 93. Jack Ryan. Austin Payne also in on the stop. Again, those dudes up front. Right now you got Musica, you got Ryan, you got Sione Latu. And then we got the defense chant, trying to force this defense to come up big in their own territory. It's 2nd and 11. Pacina shifts out of the pistol. Garcia steps up in the pocket, fires, and that one is dropped. Pass intended for Brandon Tryon. He had the touchdown catch earlier. A little bit of a post route. Garcia stepped up in the pocket and fired a strike. Good coverage defensively by Justin Anderson, putting the seatbelt on him, letting him know he's got him on lock. Anderson made that great interception earlier. This time making another play, getting the PBU on that one. On the option, the carry is to Bolden. And Bolden has some space out across the 25-yard line. It's going to be brought down at about the 22, 23-yard line. It's going to bring up a fourth down situation, I beg your pardon, here for West Hills. An interesting call, the coaching staff from West Hills setting up this fourth down play, understanding they're going to go for it in that third and long situation, want to give themselves something a little more manageable. Trips right for Garcia, the hard count, trying to get the Owls to jump. And the coaching staff of Foothill thought West Hills moved. Now Garcia was going to go under center, but he stays back, and Foothill audibles defensively. Looks like they're going to play coverage here. And the play clock is down to 0. And so we have a delay of game. And West Hills, I don't think was going to go for it. They're just trying to get them to jump. We'll see. Maybe they will. I don't see the kicking unit getting themselves ready. Oh, so prior to the delay of game, we do have a timeout called, I believe, by West Hills. So that's going to be their final timeout. And they take it with 9:46 left in the fourth quarter. And that's when we'll take a break, too. You're watching NorCal Sports TV. Welcome back to NorCal Sports TV's coverage of Foothill Owls football. The Owls lead 28-6 here in the fourth quarter, 9:46 left to play. It's fourth down and 5 for West Hills. Drive that started at their own 48. It's gone a little more than 4 minutes for the Falcons. We're trying to keep it going here on 4th and 5 as the referee is jotting some things down in his little book, and now he's ready to go. 4th down and 5. He'll looking to force a stop and get the ball back on downs. West Hill trying to keep it going. Here's Garcia. Snap. Looking deep. Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown. Jermaine. Oh, I'm sorry. Going to say, I believe that was Jermaine Harris that caught it, or Ashton Goal. We're going to see what the call is. And I think we have a illegal block. Let's take a look at the lineman up here. Yeah, we got a lineman that went low on another guy that looked like he was engaged, as Goal was able to come up with the touchdown catch, but I believe it's going to be negated on the chop block. A big-time penalty call on 4th down wipes out what would have been a 22-yard touchdown pass from Garcia to Goal. And instead, they're going to mark this thing back 15 yards to the 37. And that's a game changer. Yeah. We had a producer, Jeremy Hurtado. He was telling me, like right from this, like a couple seconds right after the snap, that there was a penalty on that, because he's a former offensive line coach, so you know where his eyes are at the snap, and he saw that right away. And so even though the touchdown was caught by Goal, he knew that wasn't going to stand, as West Hills caught for the penalty, and they'll back them up. This one's actually at the 38 officially. And 4th and 20. Still not the longest 4th down that West Hills has had. They had 4th and 33 earlier. So this one more manageable. Is Garcia looking for it, breathing room, and he is swallowed up. And yes, indeed, Nehemiah Musika coming up with the sack on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs, and Foothill will get the ball back and a chance to add to this as you take a look at Musika getting the sack. .9:33 left in the ball game, and I think this is a good opportunity for us to thank our sponsors: Foothill College Football, SH Roofing and Construction, Element Architectural Products, Vertical Race Fundraising, American Asphalt, and the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. Again, thank you to our sponsors for allowing us to bring you Foothill Owls college football all season long here on NorCal Sports TV. Here's a Gary on first down for Anastasio Prado. And he was getting going before he was tripped up out there by Daryl Tripline. He set a trip line on Prado. And this is, Prado might have just slipped himself a little bit on that field turf. Trying to make the cut. And this is a good time to showcase that stable of running backs that Foothill has. We've seen him consistently substitute a number of running backs, and now you can keep them fresh and have a running back like Prado, who looks like he's got a full head of steam. He takes the first hit and keeps bouncing off of West Hill's Falcons, knocked one of their helmets off as he has to be pulled out of that pile because he is running hard and letting people know about it. I was just saying that this is when you bring in a fresh back like a Prado who's been chomping at the bit, probably no doubt to get some carries throughout the game, especially on a defense like this that you've been attacking all game long. It could be a little weary, and you come in with some fresh legs. That's definitely an advantage for the Foothill Owls. First down for the Owls from the 38-yard line. Bay from the gun, puts it in the belly of Prado, tries the left side, and he's going to get positive gain, picks up 3 on first down to bring up 2nd and 7. I think the main thing that Coach Matt Rivio is stressing is definitely ball security at this point of the game. You take care of that thing, continue to run the ball and get those positive yards, keep that clock rolling. It'll make it a wonderful night out here in Los Altos Hills for the Foothill Owls. And shout out to this crowd. Again, they were here early. They're here in force. You got some tailgates going on in the parking lot. Yeah, they're loud. They're bringing some noise. They got the defensive chants going. As we had a reset of the play clock. The clock is still ticking as well. Still 30 seconds on the play clock, and the Owls are in no hurry to run a play. They'll get there in due time, and here they come up to the line with 20 seconds on the play clock. Bay surveying the defense. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. He's got Thurman right behind him, and he gives it to Thurman. Thurman, a nice cut, still on the move, getting to the sideline. Got a lead blocker who's just shoving a guy downfield, but I think he might have been holding on a little too long on that block. He was engaged for quite some time, and that might be the flag, but it was way downfield. As you can see, right there, the receiver. According to producer Hurtado, he thought it looked pretty good. We'll see what the officials say. Might have been a hand to the face. Defensively, I don't know, we'll see. Now it's going to be a hold on Foothill. So it's going to be from the spot of the foul, which means that the Owls actually picked up some yardage on it, a little bit. If they're going to spot it where the official's at right now. Yeah. Actually gained about 3 yards. So gained 3 yards, and the down remains at 2nd. However, that does negate the nice run there by Thurman that he had. This time Thurman's out of the game. And it's Jamison Howard. And Howard cuts it back inside and out near the 15-yard line. There's a little extracurriculars going on following the play, but everyone's stepping away, getting back to their respective huddles. And the carry for Howard results in a first down. And it's the second first down for Foothill, who takes over took this one over at their own 47 with 9:33. So we've ran off a little over 3.5 minutes so far. The clock's still ticking. Looking like the kind of drive Coach Rivio had in mind. And it's 1st and 10 from the 26. Howard moves forward. Another positive pickup. Again, keeping the clock running. Picks up about 4 yards before he's going to check out. And Anastasio Prado will come in for him. So I have Dylan Whitfield from nearby Los Gatos checking in.
Gain of 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 7.
So for Foothill, they will hit the road next week and head into the Central Valley, into the Gateway of Yosemite as they take on Merced, at Merced, take on the Blue Devils at Stadium 76. Here's Prado off the left side. Prado being dragged down, and he gets right back to the line of scrimmage. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 7 for Foothill. So again, Foothill will hit the road next week. They'll be at Stadium 76 in Merced for a night game at 7 o'clock. And then right back here on the 16th, like we said, we'll have that one for you on NorCal Sports TV when they take on the Gavilan Rams here at 6 o'clock. They're the Rams, right? Gavilan? Yeah. I want to make sure I got that right. We'll see what Foothill does on this one. If they choose to put it in the air, try to get the 1st down or keep it on the ground. It's going to be Bay looking to put this one in the air. He's got a comeback route out to Azari Brown. And it's going to be good enough for a 1st down. The first time I believe we've called Azari Brown's name as it relates to a completion. And that's a big completion to keep the sticks moving, and more importantly, if you're a Foothill fan, keeps the clock moving. Or if your producer Jeremy Hurtado is double parked out there in the parking lot and he's trying to make sure he gets out of here on time before he picks up a ticket. Got 3:40 left on the game clock. Bay, he's got Prado, who's got a head of steam, and he's getting close to the goal line. There is a flag in the area of holding. And we don't have an official signal. They're going to say he was down at the 1. But man, looked like he got shot out of a cannon. Anastasio Prado, he's been running hard in this 4th quarter. It looks like this one is going to be coming back. And that umpire right behind the linebackers. Usually when that flag comes out, you know it's going the other way if you're the offense. Probably just pains the offensive line coach to see that one.
1st and 19 for the Owls after the penalty.
So the penalty makes it 1st and 19 for Foothill. The clock's still running, so coming up on 3:15 left to play. And again, this drive started with 9:33 at their own 47. So making efficient use of the clock and picking up some 1st downs to keep it rolling. Here's Jakarian Thurman. He's going to get the carry, trying to hop over a defender who slipped right in front of him, but kind of slowed him down and allowed his teammates to come in and clean it up. It's going to be actually a 2-yard loss. So they bring up 2nd and 21 for the Owls. This might be a good spot, too, with the down and distance being what it is, right? You run it a couple times, get some ticks, and then, get your field goal kicker out here. Give him a live rep in game action. Put a little pressure on him without that much pressure with the score being what it is. But like I said, a game rep wouldn't be a bad deal for your kicker and your special teams unit. Maybe. Oh, it looked like Thurman had more in mind. He said, we're not settling for no field goal. Again, brought down by the shoestrings. He's trying to hop over a defender. And he's going to give way to Jamison Howard here on 3rd down. Again, just brought down by that left foot. He tried to hurdle a defender. This stable of running backs, again, has been running hard all game long. I got to come up with some kind of cool nickname for these guys, the Four Horsemen or something. But I think they got more than 4 of them. They're just running everybody out here. Now it's Howard in the backfield with Bay, and he gets the give. And he's stood up and still going, and he's got some space left side. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jamison Howard. Touchdown, Foothill Owls. A 15-yard touchdown run for Jamison Howard, who was hit initially in the backfield, spun around and found a seam on the left side, beat the Falcons to the corner, and he is into the end zone for a 15-yard touchdown run. His second touchdown run of the game. He had a 1-yard touchdown run earlier. This one from 15 yards out. Pulido with another extra point. And it's been all Foothill here in the opener. They lead this one 35-6. You're watching Owl Football on NorCal Sports TV. Jamison Howard punches in his second touchdown run of the evening. This one from 15 yards out. He had one from 1 yard out earlier. His second run to pay dirt. It's been all Owls this evening, 35-6. They lead this one with 1:29 left to play. A great home opener here for Foothill. A nice crowd, good atmosphere, and the product on the field did not disappoint. Owls came ready to play today, making plays defensively, especially that defensive line, that linebacking core. Justin Anderson with the big-time interception. As the return from Jackson's out near the 30, gives us an opportunity to thank Vertical Raise one more time, the premier online donation platform. Increase your outreach and fundraising, leaving your coaching staff with more time to do what they do best. Trusted by coaches nationwide, including the Foothill College football coaches, Vertical Raise is the go-to choice for high school and football sports fundraising. Schedule time for a dedicated fundraising coach to handle all your fundraising needs and discover why coaches everywhere are making the switch to Vertical Raise. No games, no gimmicks, just results. Vertical Raise. So 1:23 left in the ball game. Ball at the 30-yard line for West Hills. This offense maybe just trying to find something to get themselves feeling good about as they head back to Coalinga. And a completion on first down. Pick up about 5 yards for West Hills. We mentioned Foothill be hitting the road next week and taking on the Blue Devils of Merced out in the Central Valley. Merced lost their opener to the College of the Redwoods, 21-7 up in Humboldt County. Here's some pressures. Garcia trying to step up in the pocket, and he's got nowhere to go. You got about 5 or 6 Owls who are going to bring him down for the sack, and a little extra post whistle as some of the frustration starting to sink in for the West Hills Falcons. And the officials getting in there too. How about a 2-point takedown for the head linesman there? It's been a well-played game by both these squads. You hate to see anything kind of sully this competitive performance. Good job by the officials to get in there and clean that one up. As we come down to what's probably going to be the final play of the game. The play clock is at 2. And we get a reset there with 8 seconds, so we'll see if West Hills even runs a play. Got the Foothill crowd counting it down. This is the final play. Garcia's going to put this one in the air. Pass is complete to Braziel. And we're going to have another play as Garcia took a hit late. And the game's not going to be able to end on a defensive penalty. And you have the West Hills staff coming out as well after the play. Took a shot there and looked like helmet to helmet. So again, you're hoping to see these two teams that came into this opener full of hope and anticipation. Obviously, it's going to go, the preferred way for one of these teams. And I'm trying to sort this out. Again, the West Hills coaching staff, head coach is keeping his players off the field. But the game officially can't end on a defensive penalty. However, he's kind of saying that he's declining the penalty. He's actually on the Foothill sideline. And now the West End, we're going to have the flag picked up, and that's going to be the ball game. So that'll do it, and I don't think we're going to have a post-game handshake with the circumstances being what they were at the end of that final play. Looks like both teams are going to gather near midfield, but kind of walk back, and we'll skip the post-game handshake. So a little stain on what was an otherwise great evening of football here at Los Altos Hills. Foothill College picks up the victory 35-6 over West Hills in the opener of the 2023 season. And once again, we want to thank Foothill College Football, SH Roofing and Construction, Element Architectural Products, Vertical Raise Fundraising, American Asphalt, and the NCS-TV Summer Basketball Camp for allowing us to bring you coverage of Foothill Owls football. And maybe we're not done yet. Again, the officials, they got a job to do, and they want to make sure they do it right. And so they are going to, they are going to call the game. So the flag was waved off. Once again, thank you to our sponsors for allowing us to bring you coverage of Foothill Owl College football. We'll be here all season long providing you coverage of Owls home games. The next one, once again, will be September 16th when they take on Gavilan College here at home. So once again, they win this one 35-6. Bay with 3 touchdown passes, Howard with 2 touchdown runs, and the Owls win 35-6. For my producer, Jeremy Hurtado, I'm Mario Ramos, saying thank you for watching Owl football on NorCal Sports TV.